What's up, my book lovers? Becca here. Welcome back to another video where in this book review we are going to be discussing Storm and Fury by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Now, if you didn't know, Storm and Fury is kind of like the continuation series for the White Hot Kiss trilogy, which is amazing. It's about gargoyles and demons. It's amazing. Go pick it up. If you like the City of Bones, I'm pretty sure you'll like White Hot Kiss. I read that trilogy so long ago, loved it so long ago, and then when it was announced that we were gonna get a continuation series with, and like our favorite characters was also gonna be in it, I was so excited. This is one of my most anticipated reads of 2019. Oh my gosh, when me and this book saw each other, like we made eye contact to like book cover at the bookstore. It was like love at first sight. This book is about a girl named Trinity who has a unique gift, and because of this gift, a lot of demons want to kidnap her and, you know, use her for certain things. She can also see ghosts and spirits and talk to them, which I think is really cool. So Trinity lives in this compound with groups of wardens, which are like gargoyle-like creatures, and they kill off demons. One day, another group of wardens show up at her home saying that there is some weird thing happening, that wardens and demons alike are being killed and they do not know why. And it is because of this that she meets a really special warden that we know from the White Hot Kiss trilogy, and his name is Zane. And together they are trying to figure out why, you know, demons and wardens are being killed, what's the mystery about it, and they also form a little bit of connection that's really great, and I think you guys will really love this. It's really action-packed, but has a lot of really great subjects in it, and I think our character is so funny. She's hilarious. Plus, like, when are you like, I mean, honestly, this is so interesting. I've never really read a character that could see and talk to spirits and like ghosts and stuff. So there's like one ghosty character in here, and his name is Peanut, and he is like the best thing ever. Like, I love him so much. I'm so glad we have a character like him. He's just great. It's great. It's a good book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. If you guys haven't already, go pick it up, read it, come back and discuss it. I really recommend that you read the White Hot Kiss trilogy before you read this one. I mean, you don't really have to necessarily, but like I recommend that you do, because then you will be missing out on a lot of characters that we see in this story. It's just gonna make a lot more sense, and plus those books are just really good too. Make sure to go check those out, and this one, read it, love it, and come back and we can discuss this book together. That is all I'm going to say for the non-spoilery section. So if you don't want to be spoiled, which you don't want to be spoiled, trust me, okay? You don't want to be spoiled. Leave and you guys can come back. But for now, let's get into this. First off, I would just like to talk about the ending just right off the bat, because it shocked me, and I can't believe it shocked me the way it did. I feel like it was probably really obvious that Misha, love his name. I think that's a beautiful name. I've never heard it before, but I really love it. Might name my first kid after that. But I feel like it was really obvious that Misha was like the bad guy, because he was gone for a really long time. I just assumed that he was being like tortured. Like, that's all I thought bad was happening to him, not that he was flippin' evil. And the thing about it is that at the end of this book, it was like a question of like, did he get possessed, or did they like change his thinking? But I feel like Misha has been thinking this way for a really long time. He literally said, I've been planning this for years. So, I mean, he's been a bad guy for a long time. You know what? His poor girlfriend that's like, oh, I was dating a guy that was evil and wanted to kill people. Yikes. But yeah, I didn't see that coming, even though it was probably a really obvious thing that was gonna happen. When he just showed up though, when he just walked in, was like, what's up? What's up, Trinity? I'm here. I knew like something's not right here. Something smells fishy. And then Zane was like, something's not right. And I'm like, yeah, Zane, I get it. Something is not right. What is it? Misha's evil. Misha is the bad guy. One of my favorite parts in this book was when Zane and Trinity like first met. It was so cute. Like, it was so cute. Like when she was hiding behind the curtain, and then he turned around, and he like, didn't he like mouth it? He said, he like mouthed, he was like, I see you. It was the best. It was the best. Poor Zayn from the last books. If you read the last books, like Zayn, you know, obviously doesn't get with Layla. It's sad, but like I didn't want him with Layla. Roth was way better, like let's be honest. I'm just really happy that Zayn, there's a chance that he will be with someone. Like I feel like, you know, obviously he's gonna get with Trinity, but like for now they're not together because he's too hung up on Layla. It really hurts when Trinity found out that he was in love with Layla and has been in love with Layla for a really long time. It's been like 6 months and he's still in love with her. He can't get over her. It's just like upsetting because like I could feel her pain when she like heard that, and she was like, why didn't you tell me this? And he was like, I didn't know we were going that deep. Boy, ouch, like ouch. I don't know how their relationship is going to progress now, because now that they're like forced to be protectors and they were supposed to be together, they were supposed to be bonded, like what the crap, like what went wrong? Like I wonder why Trinity's mom did not want her to be with Zayn. Like what was that? Because she was supposed to bring Trinity to Zayn's dad, and then they were supposed to be bonded. I knew something was up at the very beginning of the book when she was being attacked and Misha didn't show up. He didn't feel her like in any sort of danger, but Zayn showed up, and it was like he could feel that something was off, and he felt like he knew her, like for some reason. I knew something was up with that. Like I just thought maybe Misha and her bond had just been broken, and you know that's why like maybe she was forming a new bond with Zayn because her bond with Misha was over and done with. And I wonder how like they figure out when two people like the Nephilim and the Warden are supposed to be bonded. Like how can they tell? If it's something that's done with their children, it kind of reminds me about like the Parabatai bonds in the Mortal Instruments series. And also like, you know, in the Mortal Instruments series, like the Parabatais, like they can't have a relationship. They can't have any type of like romantic relationship. But in this book, it's also the same thing. Like the Warden and the Nephilim can't have any sort of romantic relationship. So how are we gonna get past that? Because we gotta get past that, because we know like their connection is just, you know, they've done stuff. Like I feel like Trinity is like teetering on like this sense of like, I really like you, I'm starting to fall in love with you. Let's talk about Peanut, because he just gave me life in this book. I think it's so cool to have a character that can see and talk to ghosts and spirits. And Peanut was just, you know how you have that one character that just like makes you laugh? He's like the comedic relief of the entire story. One thing about Jennifer Armentrout is like her characters are always like really funny and like sarcastic, but like then you have like that really funny character that just like makes you laugh all the time, and Peanut was this character. I think it's so funny how like when Zayn moved into his bedroom, he got really mad and spied on Zayn. That was funny. If I was a ghost, I'd probably do that too. And he just follows Trinity around, like, and I'm wondering like maybe one day, like if he'll go into the light himself. I feel like that might actually happen, because Trinity, she does this thing with ghosts. Like she helps them find the light, she kind of talks to them, and you know they go away. So I wonder if Peanut like maybe at the end of the series will like disappear and go to like heaven or something. Also, I feel like that one character that Peanut was talking about, like that one girl that he could see him and he was talking to at the Zayn's building where Zayn was living, I feel like she is more important than what we've let on. Like maybe because like they said that if anybody who can see and talk to ghosts have some sort of like angel blood in them, and so I'm wondering like, does this girl like have something to do with something else? Like is she important or special too? Honestly, I'm just kind of amazed at this point, because Jennifer L. Armentrout has written about like every single like the Fae. She's written about Nephilim, like she's brought Nephilim, demons, gargoyles, what else? I know there's a lot. Demigods, like oh my gosh, like this lady can write it all. Like that is truly inspiring to see like an author that can take on so many different like, not necessarily like genres, but like different like mythical creatures and just like kick butt at it. Honestly, it's inspiring. I mean, I want to be a writer myself, and you know, Jennifer L. Armentrout is definitely one of my most like she's kind of like one of those authors I do look up to because I enjoy her writing so much and she's such a good author. Let's talk about Roth and Layla for a second. It was so cute seeing them together again. I love Roth and I love Layla. I love them together. They went to their house and like they were building a fort. You can just tell like their relationship has grown since we last saw them in the last book in the White Hawk Kiss trilogy. Roth would literally do anything for Layla, and I'm kind of liking how Roth and Zane have like this little bit of a friendship going. Like Roth does not hate Zane. Like he actually cares for Zane and he wants Zane to move on and like find happiness because obviously it hurts Layla that like Zane, you know, hasn't found anyone. But then also like it was weird because she kind of looked at Trinity when she was holding hands with Zane and she was like looking at her like, why are you touching Zane? It's weird. So like I wonder if like Layla is a little bit jealous, but like why would she be? Because, you know, Roth, I mean, Roth is definitely superior. No offense to Zane or anything. I love Zane. I like him better in this series than I did like him in White Hot Kiss. It's probably because he's the main male protagonist. And in the last books, it was Roth. And nobody could be better than Roth. But like now it's just Zane. So I like him. I like him a lot. I think he cares a lot for Trinity. But Layla and his feelings for her are definitely holding him back. And what the crap? Isn't it crazy how he got with Stacy, which is Layla's friend in the last series? Like, what? What? One thing I really liked about this book was Jennifer L. Armentrout wrote in the story where Trinity has this eye disease, and it's the same disease that Jennifer L. Armentrout also suffers with. And I think this is so cool that she's bringing like this attention to this like disease that like I've never heard of it, and I'm sure a lot of other people haven't heard about it because it's kind of a rare disease. It's called retinitis pigmentosa. I don't know, I'm saying that wrong. Well, it's genetic in this book that Trinity, her mom, like somewhere down the line, had this eye disease, and now she's like slowly going blind. And I think it just makes her character so much stronger. And I think it's really cool that, yeah, we have this really strong character. She's like got angel blood in her, and she's a trueborn, and she's supposed to be this really powerful being, but she's also going through something like really human. Like she has this disease, and you know, one day it's gonna take away her sight, and it's really sad, but it's also more real, you know? So it's like a lot of times in books we have this like all-consuming powerful character that like nothing can bring them down at all, but we have this really human thing happening to our character. And I just really enjoyed that aspect. I loved how she brought in like the stars, and how she just one day she just didn't know she could see the stars anymore. That was so sad. Like now, like I feel like I should be looking at the stars every single night and, you know, just like cherish it a little bit more. Even like in the book, you know, Trinity cherishes that she can see the stars now, but like one day she won't be able to see them at all. And I thought it was really great that she told Zane about it, although he did kind of like you know, mess it up when he was like, I didn't know we were going that deep. So like I wonder how that's going to affect her in the later books. I'm really interested to see how Jennifer L. Armentrout is bringing that into it. I really enjoy it. I'm really happy she brought that into the story. I think it makes it a lot more interesting and more real. Okay, one of my favorite parts was when Peanut wanted to go to the bathroom so bad because of Zane. It was like the funniest interaction ever. Like Zane was like taking a shower and Peanut was like, I'm going to the bathroom. And Trinity is like, Peanut, first off, there are 2 bathrooms in here, but most importantly, you're freaking dead and you don't use the bathroom. It was so funny. Like, hilarious. Like I said, Peanut is literally the comedic relief. I love him so much. One thing that I'm like really kind of confused about, like not confused about, but like I want more intel. When freaking her dad, who's an angel, was a jerk, honestly, like such a jerk. I didn't expect him to be like rude, but he was. When he bonded Zane to Trinity, he like whispered something in Zane's ear, and Zane like quickly like looked over at Trinity, and it was like the weirdest look that he gave her. So like I'm wondering, like, what did he tell him? Like, was it something like, I know you and my daughter are like together, but you can't do that anymore? Like, I don't know what it was, but it was something, and we still don't know what it was, but like maybe in the later book, like he'll tell us what he said. It's probably honestly something really threatening. So we still haven't figured out what is killing these demons. We don't think it's a demon. So like maybe it's an angel. Honestly, maybe it's an angel. That's the only thing I can think of at the moment because I can't think of anything else. If it's not a demon, if it's not a warden, maybe it's a human. Maybe it's this senator that Baal was working with. I don't know how to say that name, but like maybe it's the senator. Maybe he's trying to do something with these demons and these wardens. I don't know. I have my theories. So I'm excited. I really enjoyed this first book. I think it is a perfect first book in the continuation series. We're definitely diving more into this world. I feel like she's expanding this world a lot more and I'm loving it. So those are all my thoughts about Storm and Fury. I really enjoyed it. I'm so excited for the second book, but we have to wait like a year. So make sure to leave a comment down below on your theories for the next books and also all the feelings and thoughts you had about this book while you were reading it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!